how to upload your YouTube video. Congratulations, you filmed your video, woo-hoo, you've done your editing, and now you're ready to actually put it out there to the world. There are a few things that you need to do when you upload your video if you want your video to have the best chance possible of being found, getting discovered, getting seen, getting watched all the way through, and getting you lots and lots of subscribers. So it's not as straightforward as just uploading something, which you would do usually on Facebook or other social media platforms. There are a few things we're going to need to do. First of all, you're going to go to your YouTube channel and you will see a tiny little video camera icon, usually in the top right hand side. They do move this around sometimes, so if it's not in your top right hand side, you're going to be looking for a video camera. And when you hover over it, it says create. You're going to click on that and you'll see here there's a couple of different options. One is to upload a video. That's the normal video uploading standard procedure. You have the option to go live if you have more than 1,000 followers, and you will also have the option to create a post, which is a little bit like just adding a text post or a post up on social media. So for the sake of this example, we are going to be uploading a video. Now, while that's just opening, I also want to show you the fact that you can also do this on your phone. So let's bring this over. Here is just the YouTube app, right? So just I've got the YouTube app downloaded onto my phone, and you will see, if I just make this bigger, you have the option to add. This is a big circle with a plus button in it. If I to press that add button, you have a couple of options here. Now you will notice that on the mobile phone there are some slightly added options compared to what we have just on the desktop. On the phone, we have the option to create a short. Now, basically, a short is a video that is less than 60 seconds. These are a bit like YouTube's equivalent of stories or reels, and they are getting a lot of attention at the moment. So YouTube are trying to compete with these social media platforms. They are a search engine, but they are trying really hard to become a social media platform as well. So they are giving creators a lot of exposure for shorts at the moment, and we will be talking about shorts in another video, so I won't be going there at the minute. Uploading a video is any video of any length, so that's the standard video uploading procedure, which is what we're going to go and have a look at on the desktop in a moment. Just like you do on desktop, you have the option to go live, but unlike desktop, you have the option to add to your story. Yes, we have shorts and stories. So just like Facebook, stories on YouTube are a little bit the same. They are under 60 seconds long, and they disappear basically after a certain period of time. I think it's 24 hours. Don't quote me on that. They do keep changing it. But basically, if a story is something that disappears. But again, they do give it a lot of attention. And because YouTube is really trying to pull people over to the platform, they are very much rewarding creators who are doing shorts and stories at the moment. I do recommend it. I've only been playing around with the shorts for about 6 months or so, but it's definitely making a difference to my channel, and I'm going to start paying a lot more attention to that as we move into the later part of 2022 and beyond. So definitely keep an eye on that and start having a little play around with those. But what we're going to do is I'm just going to remove my phone because we don't need that right now. And oops, let's just go to our main desktop computer. So when we press that button up there, the create button, we have the option to upload a video. So if we press that, it's going to take us to the area where we can choose the file that we want to upload. Now I don't know if there's anything on here I haven't yet uploaded. So I'm just going to go and find something random on here. I'm just going to pick something random for the sake of this demonstration. So I'm just going to let that upload. Boom, that didn't take long at all. All right. Now, bunch of different things you will see along here. These are the steps we're going to have to go through to actually get our video up and published on YouTube. Yes, there is quite a bit of work to do, and the more we pay attention to this stage, the better our videos are going to do. A lot of people go, oh, I'm just going to chuck my video up online, and they don't bother going through these steps properly, which is why they miss out on very easy views. Now, the first thing to do is stick your title in here. Now, in module 3, we are going to be going through how to optimize your titles. But if you've followed any of my other videos where I talk about searching for trending content, you probably should have a good idea of what that video is going to be right now. So this is where you're going to be basically creating a title, what to do if your online course isn't selling. Right, now that's not particularly exciting. That's what this video is about. So we could do something like, I don't know, 6 secrets to making your online course sell like crazy. 7-figure course creation. All right, so this is something that we could do now. We've created curiosity. We've got some keywords in there, right? Course sell, online course sell, right? Course creation. There's some of my keywords. So we've dumped all of those in there. Now, the next thing we're going to want to do is add in our description. So here are a couple of tips around your descriptions. The first things you're going to want to put in your description are some key hashtags. Hashtags basically are just keywords, all right? But when you put that hashtag symbol in front of them, it makes those words, those keywords searchable. It tells YouTube and therefore Google what your video is about. So I'd be putting something in here like course creation, course sales, course marketing, online course creator. All right, so I'm putting sort of between 3 and 5 little hashtags just at the beginning. Then we want to put a description of our video in here. So in this video, course creation expert Sarah Cordner. So again, I'm going to put in a decent will tell us about, right, blah, 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 blah. Then go in, and by now you should have your default settings in here. So by default, I've got a bunch of stuff that automatically uploads. So you might want to go in and change like the top offer that you've got based on the type of video that you've got. But the more text you put in your description, the better. Every single letter inside this description is crawlable by the internal YouTube system and of course by Google. They're both owned by the same people, and it's going to give you the opportunity to get found more. So the more words in here means the more keywords, means the more accurately YouTube and Google can deliver your video as a search result to people's queries. So fill it up. You may also like to recommend other of your videos that people can go and watch. This is a great way to kind of create this bingeable channel where people look at this video and they're like, oh my God, that's amazing. You can pop in here. Here are other video resources that you might like. Now you can be clever here. You might put playlist. You know, you could actually have a whole entire playlist. Oh my God, I'm not spelling properly right now. You've got a whole playlist on this particular topic. Put the link to the playlist so that those people can go and view that whole playlist that you've got. Or you might just add in single video URLs, and obviously make sure that these are videos within YouTube, because then you're going to be getting them to view more of your content, which means your watch time goes up, which means YouTube's then going to work harder for you because people like your content. So to find your YouTube URLs, that's really simple. Just go and open a new tab. Go and click on your channel, open up your YouTube channel. Let's just give this a second to load. And all you got to do, just going to pause that because it's going to make a noise. Go over to your playlists over here. And there your playlists will actually show, and you can click on play all first of all, and you see there was actually a drop down that we could have clicked. Hello there. Right, I am doing, for some reason, oh, my liked videos. Okay. I've just backed out of that one because that's my personal liked videos. Because it's private, it's not going to give me the option to share it. So I'm just going to go on over to one of my public ones. There's only one video in this playlist, so it's probably not going to work that well. When you click on view full playlist, you'll see here you've got the option to share, and that will give you the YouTube URL right there. So I can go back to my video, and then boom, that's just where I'd stick the URL to that playlist of mine that this video might relate to, that people watching this video might be interested in, so that I can keep people on my channel for as long as possible, which is always good. All right, so we've done our title. We've tried to make sure that's as curiosity inducing and keyword loaded as possible, and as close as possible to the questions that people are typing in that we did in our earlier research stages. We've dumped in an epic description, filled it with as many keywords as we can, and all the links back to our offers and call to actions. The next thing we want to do is then add a thumbnail. All right, now I recommend that these thumbnails are designed by you personally. I have a completely separate video on designing the thumbnail, but here, this is where we're going to either choose one of the ones that come up in the previews. I do not recommend this. videos always work better with their own thumbnails added to them. So you're going to simply just press add thumbnail there, and then it will give you the option to pick your download. I'm just going to grab one I made earlier for now for the sake of demonstration. Let's just go to downloads. Right, have we got in here? Ooh, there's one I made earlier. Let's just press open. So now we've got our custom thumbnail showing, and that is going to be much more attractive. It's going to attract and magnetize our target audience, and it's going to stand out from people who don't have one, which is always good. Now, next bit we have is playlist. Do we want to add this video to a particular playlist? Well, of course we do. So the cool thing about this is is you can choose which playlist you want to add it to. You can add your videos to multiple playlists, which is a very good idea. Obviously, just as long as they actually are related. So tick all the playlists that relate to. Now, if you don't yet have a playlist this relates to, just press add a new playlist, and you can just add a new playlist in right here. So you're definitely going to want to do that. Now, is this video made for kids? Yes or no? If your video is, your target audience is children, you're going to need to press yes on that. Right? If your target audience isn't children, then you're going to select no on that, and you may want to choose an age restriction on there. So obviously that only really applies. Make sure you check their conditions there. If you've got any swear words in there, if you've got any age-related content, anything that is about restricted type topics such as sex, drugs, anything else, we look at this. Make sure you tick this, because if you don't tick it, I'm going to check it. And YouTube finds out that you do have that content in there, it could restrict your uploads later on in the future. So you're best to always be overcautious, but unless you're actually making it for children, you don't have to check that, okay? Now, paid promotions. This is somebody paying you to do a video about their content? So as an example, let's pretend Thinkific came up to me and said, hey Sarah, we want you to promote our software on your channel. We're going to pay you $5,000 to do a video about us and say how great our software is. If they are paying me to produce this video to promote them, I must declare that. Right, it absolutely must be declared. Now, this is different if you're an affiliate, all right? There are different terms that you have to adhere to as an affiliate. Let's say that you are, for instance, I'm showing people how to use Camtasia. I have an affiliate link for that. If that video goes up on YouTube, I will need to put a disclaimer inside my description that my video contains affiliate links. But that's not a promotional content, because Camtasia aren't literally paying me an advertising fee to promote their product and specifically do like an infomercial for them. All right, so there is a slight difference. If you're not sure, always go and ask. But having a paid promotion is very different to being an affiliate, but in both cases there is a declaration to be made, just so you know. All right, now automatic chapters is the next thing. Yes, you definitely want that on. That is when YouTube will basically, as I've said in a previous video, will highlight key points in your video and show up those key points in and Google search results, meaning people can, in their Google search results, click on your YouTube video and go straight to the point at which you mention a certain thing or demonstrate a certain thing. Boom. Now, your tags, these will automatically be uploaded if you set up your channel correctly in your default channel settings and your default video settings. But still, because you put really generic stuff in there, you may need to go in here and change these, delete some and remove some, and change them based on what this particular video is about. You want your tags to be completely related to the video that you are uploading at this point in time. Whatever you put in here is going to help YouTube put it in front of the right viewers. So go in and change all of that. Now you're going to not see a lot of this stuff I've got here. This red thing I've got here, this is TubeBuddy. I'm going to be talking about that in another lesson. TubeBuddy is an add-on Chrome tool that gives you YouTube suggestions for video tags and things like that. So this is going to basically give me other suggestions on tags that I could be adding, and it will automatically add those tags to my keyword area. But you're not going to have that unless you have added the TubeBuddy Chrome extension. I will talk about that in another video. Let's keep going. I told you it takes a while. We're on the checks section now, so you see here we've moved through some of this. Now, what language are you? What's the recording date or location? That's optional for you to add that stuff in there. Make sure this says standard YouTube license, and it does not say Creative Commons. All right, do not have Creative Commons there. If it says Creative Commons, it means anyone can use your IP as their own. We do not want that. Okay. Do we want to allow embedding? Yes, we do, because that means that people can share our videos everywhere. That's great, because it means we're going to get more views. Do we want to publish to subscriptions feed and notify our subscribers? Of course we do. So what this will do is it will basically ping our subscribers in their YouTube notifications app that we've published something new. That's always good. It means we're going to get more views, which is very cool. All right, next thing. Do we want people to sample this content? Yes, we do. What category are you in? And basically you can go through here and fill in some of these other kind of categories or subcategories as well, if you like. Most of them are optional, so you can choose what you fill in. Then you've got your comments section. Do you want to allow all comments? Do you want to hold any inappropriate comments? Things like that. When you're happy, you're going to press next. And then it's going to take you to your monetization section. So again, not all of you will have this if you haven't set monetization up or connected it to a Google Ads account. You may not have this option available. If you do, this is where you basically get to choose if you want your monetization on or off. If I was to turn it on, the next stage is then you can choose what kind of ads you want. I hate non-skippable video ads as a user. If I have a video that is forcing me to watch ads, I often click out of it, and I don't want my viewers to do the same. So I tend to just do skippable video ads personally. That way I'm still going to make some money, but I'm not going to completely lose all of my viewers. All right, so you can choose that, then you press next. It will, when you turn your ads on, it's going to ask you, is there any inappropriate language or adult content, shocking content, blah, blah, blah. You're going to have to basically go through and do these disclaimers. And when you've done that, press next. Okay, yeah, none of these. Make sure you press none of these. Then press next. Oh, submit rating. Have you rated your video overall as safe for ads? Yes, I have. All right, so you're going to have to do all of these little disclaimers as you go through. All right, press next again. So I told you it's not just a quick, easy upload. Now, this here is when you can choose to add your own subtitles. I leave mine blank for YouTube to upload their own. Do you want to add end screens and cards? I'm going to be talking more about that in our monetization sections, but this is where you would add those if you do want to add end screens and add cards. And then finally, it's going to take us to our, do we have any copyright issues? We've got tick boxes here at the moment, which is good. Okay. And then next over here is this when we finally choose whether we want our video to go private, which means just the people that we choose to add. Unlisted means anyone who we give the link to can view it, but it will not show up on our channel and it will not be searchable by anyone. Public means anyone can find it, anyone can view it, and the whole world is there to see it. Now, the other option we have is to schedule it. And this is a very clever way for you to kind of mass upload your videos and schedule them to release on different dates. So if you want to basically decide, I'm going to publish a video 3 times a week, for instance, here's when you can just go in, choose the date, choose the time, and press schedule. Upload the next video, choose the date, choose the time, and schedule. Those videos will then auto-publish at the date and time that you set. And I find this the best way for you to get on YouTube's good side because they prefer consistency over random sporadic posting. So if you are posting 3 times a week, the same time, and you keep that up for a few months, YouTube is going to start noticing and saying, right, this person's a regular creator, they're dependable, they're reliable, we're going to start sending more people to their channel. Boom. There you go. That, my friends, is how you upload a video to YouTube. If you're recording on your phone, let me just bring my phone up for you again so you can see this. If you are recording on your mobile phone over here, then, let's give it a second. Turn on. Let's open my phone screen up over here. What I tend to do is I would actually just add a video. So it's going to upload a normal video. So this was more than 60 seconds. If you recorded something good on your phone, like there's a funny one I did here of me. Let's pause this. The funny one of me when I was pregnant here, but it's more than, oh no, that was only 27 seconds. But what I would do is I'd actually upload this from my phone because it's easier. You can add your little text, you can add music, blah, 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 blah. Press done. Next, right, and I'm just going to turn that off for now because it's making noises at me. I would upload it from my phone, but just save it as unlisted. Then I would come back into my channel over here and I would go in and optimize it afterwards from my desktop, because optimizing from your desktop is a lot easier than doing all that optimization from your phone, which is adding in, by optimization I mean adding in your titles, your descriptions, your thumbnails, your tags. So upload from your phone, save it as unlisted, then come here, edit it again, and then change all of those details on the computer. So if you are uploading videos to YouTube, that is the best set of steps that I recommend going through. Yes, it's a bit of a palaver, but you want this, you want to be found, you want to get discovered, it is worth it. I would love to see you guys get your first videos or your next batch of videos uploaded and scheduled. Send us your screenshots of all your schedule that's about to go out. Can't wait to see them.